Today I'm going to be talking about the hair care routine that I go through day to day. I'm just going to be doing a quick less than 10-minute kind of tutorial to just kind of show you guys what I do from day to day. And I'm going to be using Cantu, if you guys can see that. Here we go. So I typically I shower, I take Cantu, I spread it across my hands, and my hair that's damp, which it is right now, I take each strand and I just kind of run the Cantu through each strand. So when it comes to curly hair, it's kind of nice to apply some of these products when your hair is kind of damp. My hair is kind of slightly more than damp right now. I typically apply Cantu when my hair is just a little more than damp because I feel like the kind of moisture gets locked in as it dries. I think it kind of gives it the curl more definition. So, I'm taking a small kind of amount, as you can kind of see here, and I'm just kind of running it through the strands. And something's gonna happen when you guys do this. So what's gonna happen is if you're not kind of consistent in how you're distributing it across your hair, the Cantu will leave this kind of white, almost stain in your hair. It's kind of like white goop. So you kind of have to really work it in there. So I do this. I kind of constantly, every now and again, run my fingers through my hair. If you want to use like a comb, or I know that there are specific kind of like curly hair brushes that you could use, like a Denman brush is a really good one that I use every now and again. But I don't know, some people prefer their fingers and some people prefer their brushes. So just continue to work it in there. And slowly but surely, your hair will kind of start to take on this kind of new life. And the curls will start to sort of bounce. But if you guys don't have one, you might want to go get one, and that is a hair diffuser. I don't always use a hair diffuser when I'm doing my hair, but I like to every now and again kind of diffuse it, because if I have to make a quick run somewhere, my hair is like really damp, and the diffuser kind of like, not only does it kind of dry out the moisture in a way, but it gives it like this nice bounce if you don't use it for too long. So, it doesn't dry out your hair to the point where it's leaving it brittle, but it dries it out to the point where it's leaving your curls kind of really nice and bouncy, which is kind of what you want. So you only really need to use that for a few minutes, but this kind of routine shouldn't really take you any more than 10 minutes. How's that looking? And some prefer air drying their curly hair. And then, as I just said, some prefer using like a mechanism or like a blow dryer to dry it out. It's really up to you. Everyone has their own preference. I just think this is the quickest for me because I don't really have that much time day to day. I'm kind of in and out of the bathroom in the morning, so I just kind of run this through after I shower, shake it off, and then I'm kind of done at that point. So slowly working it in. And guys, if necessary, or if you want to, you can kind of take some water, kind of like splash your hands, and kind of work it in a little deeper. Get the moisture in just a little deeper into the root of your hair. So yeah, I love Cantu. Cantu is one of those products I use literally every single day. I mean, I don't really use anything like too crazy, I used to use like Eco Styler for a while, but then I thought to myself, like, it really dries out your hair. But It has its pros and cons, but I'll do a review of that one day. But for now, stick to the Cantu shea butter. Yeah, Cantu's fire. But so kind of as you go along too, it's always nice to kind of like take your fingers and just kind of fluff it out and kind of pull it, you know, from the roots. But when you're applying it, always apply kind of as close to the root as you can, so you can get as much product into a strand as you can. And just kind of gently pull on it. You don't have to really tug or anything. And this is a great solution if you kind of I have like 3C, 3B curly hair, and then I think if you're in that range, this might work pretty well for you. If you have some kind of time in the morning, this is a great way to just kind of like quickly get those curls bouncing. Some product left in here. And I know they say like don't use a towel for your hair to like dry it off. And I try not to, but sometimes I feel like it's completely necessary to. I think they say don't use a towel because it kind of breaks off pieces of your hair, and kind of curly hair is super fragile. So you just have to, you know, even when you're applying it, be super delicate with it. The more delicate with it, the more it'll kind of give back to you. All right, guys, this is basically it. Thanks for watching, and see ya.